Hi, this is Mrs. Zhu, and we're working on our practice quiz 2 worksheet, and it actually has 3 separate papers handed out in class today. You'll see all of them here in this video. Up here I have highlighted for you the 4 steps to graphing. You will have to know how to graph tomorrow in your quiz. I'm making sure that you do these 4 steps, picking your 3 x's, plugging it in and doing PEMDAS to get your y's, and plotting your 3 points on the coordinate graph, and then connecting your dots. Making sure that you extend your lines after you connect the dots, and that you add arrows because lines go on forever and we need to represent that correctly. So why don't we try those 4 steps in the first problem on this worksheet. I'm going to make a little chart to help me here, and I'm going to make a kind of a simple chart. I'm going to start with picking my 3 x's. Now my x's might be different from yours. I'm going to choose some really easy ones, 0, 1, and 2. And then I'm going to do step 3, which I'm going to plug it in to my equation here. The equation is x plus 3. So I'm going to do 0 plus 3 when I plug it in, giving me 3. 1 plus 3 giving me 4. 2 plus 3 giving me 5. So the results of that is these 3 points, 0, 3, 1, 4, and 2, 5. And then that's my third step, where I'm going to plot those 3 points. 0, 3 is going to be right here on my y-axis, okay, y-axis, and then 1, 4, where it's going to be here in my quadrant number 1, and 2, 5 will also be in quadrant number 1 here. Okay, and then if I connect those dots, I'm going to do that, but I'm also going to extend it and then draw arrows, and that's my graph of number 1. And I get 3 points for that. I get 1 point for showing my work, another point for having my 3 points, and then the last point for having my graph done correctly. So, yay, 3 points. 100% for the first question. And I do that for 3 more questions, and I'm going to do number 3 for you guys here. If you still had trouble understanding that, we explained in class. Here's my chart, and y is equal to 5, so that means y is always 5, no matter what x is. Okay, so I can choose anything for x, 0, 1, -1, and then my y, if it's x is 0, my y will just be 5. If my x is 1, then my y will be 5. There's really, the equation is y equals 5, and there's really no work to really show right here in the middle. And then -1 for x is still going to give me y for 5. So now I have these 3 points, and I do want to write them clearly because I get 1 point for here, a second point for this, and then a third point for plotting them correctly. 0, 5, as I start here, I don't go left or right for 0, and then I go up for 5. 1, 5 means I go here. 2, 5, -1, positive 5 goes here. I'm going to get a nice horizontal line represented by the y crossing the y-axis at 5. Okay, and then on the back side of the worksheet, I'm going to graph these points onto my graph, making sure that I also write the quadrant that they are in. I'm not going to do that part for you. Make sure that you define these words and that you know what they mean for your quiz tomorrow. And number 3, I'm going to come up with a word problem. So really this could be any word problem. It looks like that there's 50 hours. I only received $5. Not a lot. That's also the same as saying that 10 hours is I get $1. Maybe for 1 hour I get 10 cents. So I'm really not getting very much here. I can use any of these 3 sort of representations of the graph to write a word problem. So I can say, if, Mr. D works 2 hours but gets paid $1 per 10 hours. How much should he work to get, $100? Okay, that might be a nice word problem. Okay, and then our graph can really represent any of these three. All of these three are rates. So I can use an equation to represent any three of those graphs and then give an explanation. So I may say that y is equal to 10 cents an hour, so 10 cents times h for hours, and maybe y is like d for dollars. Okay, so maybe that's an equation. This means 10 cents per hour. Okay. If I write another equation, maybe I can say that the d dollars will equal to $1 per 10 hours times the number of hours. So this means that there's $1 per 10 hours. Okay, anything like that. And on this worksheet here, we went over all the answers in class, so why don't I give them all to you in case you were absent and would like to go over them. Number 1, the answer is D. I'm so sorry, number 1 is not D. Number 1, look at the wrong one. Number 1 is A. And that one should be pretty simple there. And make sure you pause the video now so that you don't, you're able to kind of do the worksheet before the answers are given to you. Number 2, the answer is B. And you can tell right here where the word until is going to be our key word here. This is day 3. And then number 4 is B. That should be pretty simple because right here it's going down. Number 4, our answer is going to be D. And you can tell because here 1 hour is $10. And that's exactly what the sentence is saying. Okay? Definitely not C. We don't want to just always get $10 no matter how many hours we work. And this one is definitely not correct. No. Number 5, we have our answer is D. And how do we get that? Well, a lot of people looked at right here, 30 minutes. Gave them 120 calories. So they were able to double that amount and get 240 calories for the hour. Number 6, we're going to say that between 5 and 6 o'clock, our water filter is empty actually. Number 7, if we're increasing sales, but the price is decreasing, that's going to be represented by B, the only one that is like a downward sloping graph. And then number 8, the last question here, a little bit difficult. There was kind of a toss-up between B and C. Our answer is actually going to be C, and the reason why is here we're able to kind of see that $10 gives us 4 gallons. Okay, and other people kind of tried to get this dot over here. That's going to give you maybe like $9 for 24 gallons. And if you were able, and then if you divided those two, 10 divided by 4 was exactly 250. And that's how you can also get the 250. Over here, 24 divided by 9 was very, very close to about, let's see. Was very close to $2.50 as well. Okay, about $2.60, maybe about, but you'll see that it was very close to that amount. $2 was a little too small, actually. And your quiz tomorrow will encompass questions very similar to this, so I think that you'll do very well if you do understand these 3 worksheet pages that was handed out to you in class.